We have Todd Shaw, Too Short.
What's happening? What's up? What's up?
He came down to Newport, Too Short in Newport.
Too Short is in Newport, bitch!
And the staff is like freaking out.
That's awesome.
People were insane. They were like, do you need anything?
So I think she started experimenting, like, well, let's see what if I take Too Short here.
I'm trying to go pimp him out so I can get some free bottle service. Everybody was like,
He said, yeah, you were Elizabeth Vargas. Yeah, you guys messed up my boat. And I was like, I don't know anything about that.
really? Today we have an exceptional guest who has weathered the storm through thick and thin in the music industry. We have Todd Shaw, Too Short.
What's happening? What's happening? What's up? What's up?
Thanks for coming today.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you call, I show up.
I love you. Mm-hmm. I've known you for 10 plus years, right?
We met, I think, we met doing some business meetings about the network.
Yeah.
And
technology. We started with tech, and we ended up in my living room in Newport Beach.
And then you turned me on to my first Coachella.
Oh yeah.
Which wasn't even really like about Coachella. It was more about like the atmosphere around Coachella.
The environment is amazing, isn't it?
And you guys are doing it the best of the best.
Well, Madison Club.
The Madison,
I
I
can't remember. Oh, that's right. It was the Madison Club.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Now I'm across the street. You know, I'm working my way back to the Madison.
I did a concert in your arena in your house.
Oh, that's right.
Hit a button in the family room. Some little den turns into a concert hall.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That was pretty amazing.
And that room was floating, so you could sleep next door and it wasn't that loud. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that house was...
All the instruments were already set up, guitar, keyboards, bass, everything's just there.
Well, it was on hydraulics. So the house was built, and that room was specifically on hydraulics, so we didn't annoy the neighbors.
Exactly.
So people could just do whatever they wanted. And remember we had a Midge Pack in there? Wasn't he rapping with you or something?
The little homie?
The little homie?
Yeah, we actually wrote a song.
Did you? You and Midge Pack wrote a song?
We wrote a song live in the house. You know, back then everybody wasn't filming everything with their phones. We probably would have had some good.
We would have had great
content.
Well, I think also Pat, the property manager, was there. Remember my property manager? Wasn't he rapping with you, singing about like some raunchy word and like?
You're talking about after a Coachella concert and a couple of other parties, and then we. Yeah,
I think it was late, early in the morning.
Too much to actually like just remember detail.
It's funny because Andrew, Too Short and I, so David, his manager, came up with an idea that we were going to do, because it's funny how, for me, we're yin and yang. Is that appropriate? Whatever.
Yeah.
And so he came down to Newport and we called it Too Short in Newport.
And we just invaded a lot of places, a lot of restaurants, a lot of bars, a lot of people's little circles of congregating, and was just like intruded and just like
people need that.
No, but people were insane. Like I brought him to the Madison, and everybody was like, oh, I didn't even know how.
The very first time we went to Bayside,
Balboa Bay Club.
Balboa Bay Club, and we just have like lunch or something. And the staff is like freaking out.
That's awesome.
She's like, I know Too Short, I know this, but then she's like, who are you? Like,
I didn't understand it.
I come here all the time. They don't act like this, and the staff is freaking out.
They were like, do you need anything?
So I think she started experimenting, like, well, let's see what if I take Too Short here. See what happens. We went to she had her most fun with the widowers and the divorcees.
Oh yeah.
She's like, Too Short.
And remember that
dangling you around.
So remember we went on Steel Plat's yacht?
You know, I don't know if somebody found me and he said, yeah, man, you know, kind of jokingly, this was recently too, he told me, he said, yeah, you were Elizabeth Vargas. Yeah, you guys messed up my boat. And I was like, I don't know anything about that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait.
But he was being funny about it, but he was serious. He said, you guys messed up my boat.
Who? We couldn't have been Steel.
He said, you jumped on my boat with a bunch of people and messed up my boat. So that's the only boat we jumped on.
I bet you it's who he sold that boat to. He was probably buying it because Steel was selling it. So he probably bought it from Steel.
Gave him a little story.
And it was probably like, oh, well, I was getting ready to buy the boat and then I messed it up. Did
you guys party that hard?
Well,
we invaded.
We pretty much invaded it. Yeah.
It was an invasion.
And every housewife in the world came with. I mean, they were like, we turned on some of your music, and it's a bunch of this lyrics are very like booty music.
Shake that monkey.
And literally, they were pulling their pants up to all the way to their boobs, and just turning around, lining up. And these are women that I would never think do this, just shaking it like. I was like. In front of everybody at the restaurants because it was parked right out front.
we were bar hopping on the boats.
Yes. And then
she knows how to party, doesn't
And
she?
we were actually like, I think one time we had a camera crew and it was Too Short in Newport.
Yeah.
We did a lot.
Well, then after that, David got all excited, your manager, and he's like, let's do a show called Too Short.
We shot a pilot one day.
Yeah, we never. Yeah, and you wrote me a song, by the way.
I want to see that footage.
I know he still has it. He's never given us that footage. I was juicy too. I was 30 pounds heavier. I was like, oh man, I don't even know. I mean, I was right up your alley.
Good living.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Well, but also I think it's great because, in Orange County, it's you get a lot of really wealthy people that think that they're all that, and then you have successful people that think they're all that, but then they have you, who you're both. But you don't act like you're all that. You walk in a room and people just, because you're the people's people or person, and everyone just respects and loves you because they know your story, they know your back end. And today I really wanted to dive into. You have weathered the storm for 44 years. Your first album came out. Was it 44 years ago?
I don't try to count the numbers.
Okay, well,
I thought it was 41.
41. You just had your birthday, and you're 28, right?
Plus 30.
So he's 50. You're 58 years old. You just, so you've been around for a long, long time. And so we're going to talk about kind of how you went from there to here in that amount of time.
You're in the 80s where you were like coming into your own, right?
Well, I first heard hip hop in 1979, and a year later, I was dabbling, trying to do my version of it. Very, very, baby stages, but.
Yeah.
Probably like by 1982, I was in, high school, and I was becoming really popular around the Bay Area.
But let's back up a little bit. I know that you were born in 1966, right? And you were born in Los Angeles. Okay, now it says all over the internet that you're native to Oakland. So explain how that...
I moved to Oakland after the 9th grade. My mother moved to the Bay, and I kind of was a kid. My parents had split up, and I wanted to just not leave home. So I devised a, kid little plot to let me move in with my father, and everything was cool. And it turns out that where my mother ended up at, my brother went to a school that he kept describing to me. My older brother, 3 years older, he's like, I'm having the time of my life. Like the school was a party. He keeps telling me how
sounds like college.
How much freedom and all this stuff. And my father put me in an extremely strict all boys private school. So this is like This is like I went to a school called Daniel Murphy. It was on 3rd and La Brea, and it was a really good curriculum school. One of the best schools in the city of LA. I didn't have a problem. I was a smart kid, but I had a problem with being in that strict environment at the same time my brother's going, woo! He's saying stuff like, man, we smoke weed on campus, high school.
We're getting laid every night.
Yeah. He's like, come and go as you please. Like they used to have lunch. Like I did go to the school the next year, and they used to have dances at lunchtime. Like he's like, we have parties at lunch. I'm like, what?
Really?
As you're sitting there with a bunch of dudes, like
we went to the wrong school.
We went to the wrong school too.
So
then.
it was a very diverse,
Strict.
No, it was I'm talking about the school I went to and how I got there, the good school. It was a whole intricate plan of mine to get into my father's world. He had a nice car, nice house, and I thought that he'd be more lenient, and it wasn't like that. And he was like, grades, get in this school, do this, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to a school where you can't even wear tennis shoes. You can't wear sneakers. You gotta wear hard bottoms every day and all this stuff. And I'm like, I go into the reverse plot of getting out and back to my mother. It was difficult. So basically I spent a great part of the latter school year, 9th grade, trying to not get kicked out of school, but I noticed the pattern of what it took to get people kicked out, because they kick you out of private school. If you push,
we went to private school.
Yeah, so you get kicked out if you go too far. So I would just be a problem. And I thought that if I was just enough of a nuisance, that they would probably tell my parents, we don't want him back. And I started like just getting in little trouble on purpose. This is a school where trouble, before they really like do it wasn't like physical discipline. I went to those elementary private schools where they discipline you in the 70s. Like
physically,
you get like a paddle, a yardstick, something in school.
Oh, yeah, I remember getting hacks.
I get to 9th grade, and it's dictionaries. They're like, depending on what you did. Like, get in front of the class. No, just hold 2 dictionaries like this.
Really?
What?
And just hold them for a long time. They would even do this stupidest thing in the world to tell you go sit in the corner. And I was like, whatever.
Like a dunce cap.
Yeah, that's just sit in the corner and turn and face away from the class. But then they would do physical punishment by saying, like, go to the basketball gym and run lines. Like when you go to basketball practice, you got to run to the
and you're like, okay,
foul line, back, top of the key, back, half court, back, other top of the key, back, other like, and just run lines while the rest of the class could be like doing PE or something, or they would tell you run the campus. This is punishment. So run the campus 10 times. And it was just like, I'm like, I got to get the fuck out of here.
So how did you get in trouble? What little things did you do?
I can't remember all the things I did, but I did it. I was a very smart kid.
Yeah.
And
Still smart.
I did enough to where they literally said, he's a smart student, but he can't come back here next year.
Nice.
I'm like, smart.
So then I'm trying to, probably not successfully, but I'm trying to outsmart 2 adults, my parents. And my father, it gets to that point, he throws like this tantrum, yelling and screaming. And he's like, if you ain't gonna just do it my way, you just go back and stay with your mother. I'm like, got it. And I get back up there that summer after 9th grade, make some friends. I already knew people because my mother was there a year before I moved there. And I made friends visiting. I knew some people.
So you didn't just go into it blind. You had
It was
friends.
a cool fit. My brother, greatest thing in the world, my brother went to the high school that I went to a year before me.
So he knew the ins and outs.
So when I get there, I'm in 10th grade. He's in 12th grade. Yeah. We're only 2 grades apart. I never went to 1st grade. Like I went from kindergarten to 2nd grade. That was a little.
So smart.
Just
See, this is why I love him. He's been my most responsible rapper. My most responsible artist.
So the fact that I never went to 1st grade, and I was always the youngest kid in my class, and I was short for my age, so I was always the youngest and sometimes the smallest.
Oh.
That's how I got the name Too Short.
Nice.
That makes sense.
I get to high school, and there's a guy named Shorty at the high school. And my brother and his friends, they're like the 12th graders. It's only a 10th, 11th.
You're the young,
There's no 9th grade at this school. It's just 10, 11, 12. Fremont High, East Oakland. And my brother and his friends, they're like, we can't call you Todd. We need a nickname. And, I don't have a nickname. And they're like, this guy named Shorty comes up and greets everybody, and Shorty's taller than me. And they're like, damn, you shorter than Shorty? Like, I guess from what I heard, he was the shortest guy at school the year before.
That is hilarious.
So like, damn, you just short. And they just started making a joke calling me short. So Shorty, and I'm short.
So shorty, and you're short.
And it was like a joke. And somewhere along the line, that early 10th grade year, which was 1980, I saw a movie called Penitentiary. And in that movie, the star of the movie, his name is Too Sweet. And he fucked all the ladies. He beat everybody's ass. And I'm like, I walked out the movie and go, oh, I'm too short. I was like,
no shit. This is amazing.
And I just started, I started rapping recently, and it was my whole thing. Like, this is my coming out as a rapper. How
did you know, wait, okay, so the name is great, but then rapping, how did you know you could rap? Because you could definitely
Well, I was already dabbling in that. Okay. Another thing that was a part of my childhood was band class. I was in the band.
Wait, drummer you said?
Mm-hmm.
Percussion? Like full on?
I was in a marching band for a couple years. I was in a
Can you see him?
That's awesome.
I was in the elementary school band one year, and I was, I was very into instruments, even not just the drums, but I wanted to learn how to play all instruments. I would dabble around with whatever, and I really took to the process of band class, which was the teacher having everybody play a song, and then you kind of single out who's not doing it right. You teach them, and you kind of you hear the room. So I was tuned into what everybody was doing and what they were learning.
You're the conductor in your own mind.
Just the process. I got it, and learning my part, and then really with the marching band, you got to learn your part. And you gotta learn your moves.
Right.
And it was just really good memory work, and it gave me that love for making music. And hip hop came along. And as a drummer, hip hop has these different cadences that you do the vocals. Yeah. And it's rhythmic. No matter what the words are, there's a pattern. And I was like, oh, that's easy. That's the first thing I heard. Like, you can sing along to your favorite rap song. When I started rapping, I probably had only heard 10, 20 rap records.
But you can also understand the lyrics then.
Yeah, but I'm easily singing along, being a child who grew up around a Motown house, people listening to Motown, a lot of us, 70s type music, 70s soul, James Brown, that type of stuff, Aretha Franklin. I grew up in a house like that, Temptations, everything Motown. And hip hop came. And I'm like, I can do this. And I just experimented one day. I just found a record that had an instrumental, flipped it over. I took a little tape recorder that you could record, had a microphone, like something you would do an interview with back in the day.
Yeah, those little recorders with the plug-in.
You hit the two buttons.
Hit the two buttons, yeah.
Record and play. And I rapped. And I used to have this little raggedy tape that I would walk around with my little boombox, and I'd play it for people. And mind you, no one rapped.
Right.
Like, you heard of these rappers from New York, but nobody where you were at rapped. Right. And I was that guy. And they're like, hey, little homie, let me hear your rap. I'll play it for anybody. And I was just proud of my little rap. And then one day I was playing it for somebody who asked me, but then probably one of my brother's friends or somebody who was around all the time walked up and said, it just crushed me and was like, tired of your rap, bruh. Like, I'm tired of hearing your rap. And I just took my little crush moment, probably didn't show it that much, but I went home and made another rap. And I never stopped making rap since then. That was the start of it.
Well, that little bit of a pushback, like, well, I'm tired of it, that made you diversify your rap. But also I was told, or I read, you sold 50,000 units out of your trunk of your car. How did that go? I mean,
we built up a following, a local following. So after I decide that I can do this, I start making more and more tapes, recording tapes and just letting my friends hear it. I get through the 10th grade school year. Well, let me just tell you one little fact. I didn't go to school in 10th grade. I got to Oakland and took a year off.
And the honesty comes out.
I took a year off. I explored the city. I explored the surrounding cities of Berkeley and Emeryville and San Leandro and Alameda, and then dipped over to San Francisco. And I was just doing the Bay. In my mind, I'm like, I got a year to give because I didn't go to first grade. So,
yeah, you're right. You're surplus.
So I kind of established Too Short. I give me a little marker. I write Too Short everywhere I go. I tag everywhere I tag Too Short. I'm wearing a hat that says Too Short, and I get a jacket that I wear sometimes that also says Too Short. So I'm marketing. Yep. I'm walking with the radio. I'm playing it for everybody.
You're hustling.
I come back. I get my shit together. The next 10th grade, I got to repeat 10th grade, and I got a little rep growing, and I established it. I'm the rapper guy. That's right. Me, the only one in town.
That's crazy that you're the only one.
And
that's how early he started.
Right. So 2 years after I get to Oakland, when I'm officially going to 11th grade, everybody gets all fucking excited. Like, somewhere, I don't know if it wasn't at the first day of school, but it was somewhere during the school year. And they're like, yeah, your ass is out now because it's my other homeboy here and he can rap better than you. And I'm like, trying to hold my cool. It's high school. Like, okay, what? They're like, yeah, his name is Freddie B. And yeah.
Oh no.
And so they're talking shit. So then whoever's my homies at the time is like, I don't give a fuck if your homie rap. My homie rap better. We could just have a rap battle because we've seen the movies and shit coming out of New York, like rap battle. So they set this whole rap battle up for lunchtime out on our school was on the main street.
This is amazing.
So we go out on this busy street to battle, and it's probably the group of kids probably looked like a fight was about to happen, and we rap. And we go back and forth. And
Wait, did you have music? You rapped to the music?
We play. I always had a radio. I was the radio guy.
I wish I would see. I need those photos.
And like I've heard several other rappers say, we battled in high school and then we became really good friends. While they were arguing about who won, we were like, yo, man, that was dope what you did, man. Let's we should go record. He was telling me to come record at his house. And I'm like, okay, I'll come through. Now, in the process of those 2 years where I was dabbling with being a rapper, I had my mother purchase me DJ equipment. My father had already given me his hand-me-down hi-fi equipment, which is, the old school. You can record on the 8-track, and you got the speakers that you can disconnect and reconnect, and it plays loud and clear. He gave me a little hand-me-down, and I started piecing other parts together, like 8 tracks played out, so I had to get me a cassette recorder. Then I got another cassette recorder because you can copy from cassette to cassette. And I would make little tapes for people and do stuff like that. And I had got my mother one Christmas to get me a Radio Shack mixer, a Radio Shack microphone, and a Radio Shack little effects machine that probably only cost $40-$50, and it would make your voice go yo 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 yo. Just do something like echo.
It had that reverb echo.
So I had a cool little setup, and my father taught me how to record.
More than most people probably.
He taught me how to set the levels. You get it to the red, and maybe if you push it in the red a little bit, it won't be distorted, but it'll be a little louder than if you just don't put it in the red, whatever. And he taught me how to record. So I go to Freddie B's house after the battle,
right,
and he's got this this system where it's all one piece, and you could hook a microphone up to it, but if you plug the microphone in the left socket, the microphone records in the left and the music in the right, and if you plug it in the right, the vice versa. So he's happy as hell, like, check this out, we rapping, we play it back, and I'm like, cool. I was like, you should come to my house. And he comes to my house and we record there, and I play it back, and it's like
it's a stereo.
Whatever the record is, we run it through my little mixer and the microphone and the effects. He's like, we made one tape. He said, we could sell this shit. And I'm like, sell it where? He's like, come on.
Out of our trunk.
And we go, we didn't have cars.
Oh.
That's a myth that happened later.
Okay.
That's how I was like, you heard about the 50,000. Let me tell you how we got there. But we walked up to a group of drug dealers. They were at a little park. And my partner, Freddie B, when he transferred to our school, he was coming out of little kid problems, little kid trouble. He had been through the system, a couple of those juvie and stuff, and he was working his way back academically into a regular school, and he literally became the president of our school paper. He was the principal of our school's little pet student, because he was like, all of you guys should be like him.
Did he carry apples? He came from alternative school to regular school with apples.
Yeah, so he knew all these street guys from jail. So we walk up to these guys, and every time we would walk up to groups of drug dealers, I knew his real name was Anthony Adams. His rap name was Freddie B, Fred Benz. There's a story behind that, but Fred Benz was his rap name. And I knew what we were up against when we would walk up to people and they would be like, hey, yo, AA, what's up? So I knew anybody that called him AA probably knew him from his childhood or from jail.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that was like a
gauge.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
You knew those people were at that level.
We're not walking up to strangers. So we walk up, a couple guys knew him, and he's like, hey, man, y'all want to buy our tape? And this is 1982, and they're like, why?
Big hairband year.
They're like, why do we want to buy your tape? And just listen to it. So the drug dealers, they have these little fancy cars and stuff, nice stereos. So we pop it into this guy's stereo, and it's like a group of guys leaning on the car,
being all cool,
and they just listening, just taking it in, and the shit sounds good. So
he's like this.
We got one tape. And somebody leans in the car, presses eject, takes the cassette out, and goes, how much y'all want for it? And we're like, $5. And he's like, bam, and it's over. And then the other guys go, man, let me get one. And we're like, well, that's the only one we had, but we'll be back tomorrow.
No,
And
that's great.
we get back the next day.
Enterprise.
Next day, we probably got maybe 5-10 tapes. I don't know. We come back with some tapes and we sell it to the group of guys. And they say, hey, the dude's over. We on like 81st Avenue. They like, the dude's over on 84th said, bring some over there too. And then we leave in 81st going, damn, we should just go to all the turfs where the drug dealers sell drugs.
We'll sell them all kinds
Because
of.
they have
This
cash.
is all coming. This is all making sense now. Too short.
They have cash in their pockets.
Yep.
And it's good music. And that literally became our hustle throughout the rest of high school. Was we went from drug turf to drug turf to drug turf.
So AA and Todd Anthony is now Too Short. So you both have Anthony in your name. So it was a match made in heaven from the start.
Yeah, and he's doing good right now too. He's a preacher.
He is.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
What kind?
He's a Baptist preacher.
Oh wow.
That's awesome.
And you're kind of a preacher too now. I mean,
We have the gift of gab. That's
no.
but that's how we get to this local popularity. That when he went back to jail, unfortunately, when we got out of high school, and that's right when I made some moves to, keep doing the music, and things started happening.
How did you move? Where did you move though? Because once you sell to that demographic, I think you're already cool. Like you hit the instant cool because everyone wants to be cool like that. So even everyone else in your high school is probably like, well, we know those people from afar, and they're playing Too Short's music. So now Too Short's automatically cool. So how did that happen? What was the progression?
Me and Freddie B, we had a situation where, mind you, everything we're doing is kind of drug dealer influence. This is our clientele.
No, it's cool influence. You guys are the cool kids.
This is our clientele, and these are guys who are very influential in the city, who have the nice cars that ride by, and everybody's like, I want to listen to what they listen to.
Just
So
marijuana.
This is marketing on top of marketing on top of marketing. So
Right.
the drug dealer approaches us, and he says, man, I rap too. He's a young guy. He's not like an older guy. He's like, y'all should come by my spot. So we go by his spot, and he's got equipment that's way better than what I
Next level.
have. But he's not a good rapper. But he loves us. And his name, rest in peace, his name was Freddie Pratt. So I think, and I can't say this because he's not here, I think that Freddie Pratt was really infatuated with Freddie B because his name was Freddie P. He probably could sing along the songs, and like, he just felt like, I want to do this. He got a little money in his pocket.
Yeah.
He came and got us. He had the best equipment, and he was a good dude. I really liked. He was a good dude, but he wasn't like going to be our third group member or anything. But something happened at his spot. He worked for an older guy who was pretty. He had a real reputation of being a real tough guy. Like,
Hardcore.
Like, he had respect in the streets, and we kind of wanted to impress him. He was a street legend. We wanted to impress him and give him a tape.
That makes sense.
And we like, hey man, you want one of our tapes? And he just said,
whatever.
He's like, hell no.
Stupid
He's like,
kids.
He's like, and this is like 1982, and he's saying everybody's not into hip hop, like just because you're a street guy. He's like, fuck that rap shit, man. That rap shit.
Really?
He's like, you might want to listen to that rap shit. His logic was, why the fuck would I want to listen to somebody else talking about them? He's like, I wouldn't fucking listen to that shit unless that shit was about me. And we left out his house shook. Because now Freddie Pratt is not really taking us to his house. He's taking us to his boss's house. And it's not even his house. This is the house where they do business.
This is the hustle house. This is a real house.
We walk out of there going, damn, we fucked up. We shouldn't have said shit to him. We shouldn't have like, damn, what we gonna do? And we're thinking like, this guy might be mad at us next time he sees us. We're like, we got to make him a tape about him.
Good idea.
So we make a tape about him, his car, his name's in it, a couple of his homeboys, the street, the neighborhood that he's in charge of, and we just hand it to him. No words, it's here. He don't say shit. I don't know how many days or weeks or months, I don't know how much time goes by. He didn't say shit. And we walking down the street one day, and this guy comes up to us, and he is pissed. He's like, buff motherfucker, like just street. He's like, yeah, you them rap dudes? He's like, yeah.
Rap dudes.
He's like, yeah, this 89th Avenue. He's like, I run this block. This my shit right here. He said, y'all made this tape for Hot Lips. And he said, if I don't get one of them motherfucking tapes, I better not never see y'all on my block, nowhere, something. Next day,
Oh my
Making 'em
God. This
happy.
is an amazing story.
Next day, here you go. So then it started getting weird. Like we would, like I remember
Turf-wise.
I remember one day this guy pulled up on us in a car. It was like two guys, and it's like, "Hey, y'all the rap guys?" Yeah, like get in the car.
Oh,
It's a nice car.
Yeah, but I don't care.
So we get in the car and he drives us like about 15 minutes away to this drug turf.
Oh my
we
God.
get out the car and it's like this kingpin guy. You got to go through these other guys. And he's like, yeah, man, I like what y'all do. I want one of those tapes too. We had a homeboy who, his name was Yogi. Rest in peace to Yogi too. He was very feared in the streets. He was a tough guy. And his neighborhood was solid. And he was just like, he was a shot caller. He told us get in the car one day and he rode us around. This is kind of after we had our momentum going.
Yeah.
But he rode us around to all these drug turfs. And
Were
he
you just
said-
walking on the street and they just kind of picked you guys up? Were you guys selling yourselves on the street, just walking around?
It was literally, it was a forced play. It was never like, hey man, can we get, it was, our fast track to the higher ups was not by choice.
Yeah, they were.
So
Okay.
Yogi rides us around, get out the car. See these dudes right here? That's Too Short. That's Freddie B. They've been coming around every now and then selling tapes. Support their shit. If anybody fuck with them, you fucking with me. And he took us all around these neighborhoods and told people like, leave them alone. So we had to pretend. He loved us that much. He loved our music. So we had a guy, and he wasn't the only guy, but we had a guy we could go to and say, man, that was really heavy in the streets. That was like, man, they messing with us. Nobody ever messed with us though, but we still had that security
You had
blanket.
You had a
security blanket.
blanket. We call that the blanket insurance policy.
Yeah. So then it started getting good. The kingpins would say, hey,
Yeah.
man, I want y'all to do my party. So we started DJing parties. And we were like, just like, Oakland's a tough city.
Well,
Oakland,
yeah,
California.
obviously.
And I think that if I had to, or even Freddie B, if we had to navigate through the foot soldiers and the hierarchy working our way up, it
wouldn't
probably
work.
never would have happened.
Right.
The fast track to the kingpins gave us like, oh, you hang with my boss. Oh, you the homie. Like it was like we got love from the guys who's sitting out in the front with the
Because you're
wall.
feeding their ego with you were smart. That one.
I'm the
decision.
boss's homie.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Skipped all the steps.
You are smart. Feed the ego. Tell the story, and they'll love you forever. You're smart.
So we catch on. We know what our assignment is now, and we are the mascots of the city. So by the time 1987 comes around, well, not 87, 85, when I get out of high school, Freddie B goes to jail. We probably would have been a duo right now had that not happened.
You graduated high school.
I didn't really graduate.
Oh, well, okay. Oh, well, okay.
I
Well,
finished
You finished. Okay.
by choice.
Did he finish or no? He went to
He
jail.
graduated.
Oh,
He was the president.
oh yeah, that's right. He cleaned himself
He was
up.
the vice principal,
Okay.
not the vice, the principal's model student.
But then he went to
was
jail afterwards?
He was the editor of the school paper. He literally worked for the principal, meaning that he stayed after school to get extra credit to do some administrative stuff for the principal because he was this motherfucker, Freddie B.
He's like gangster rap and he's the principal.
He stole a master key. He stole a master key from the principal that worked every lock, all kind of random doors all over school. He stole the principal's signature stamp. He stole the doctor passes that said I can leave campus.
You can leave.
I can leave campus because I have to go to the doctor. And he stole the fucking passes that said I could walk during class from one place. I'm good in the hallways.
Well, how do you think he graduated? He stole the test too.
Us,
Hello.
us who were his close buddies, we were like, hey bro, let me get a hall pass. And he give you one, stamp it, and I could just be
That's
Nice.
pretty amazing.
like, it was pretty cool being Freddie B's homie in high school.
well,
And
yeah.
he never blew his cover. The principal never found out that even though he was
I'm sure
a
he
straight arrow
wasn't doing
student.
other things for the principal, like
so-
getting him stuff from other people for
I
the principal.
don't know. This guy is like
The principal was like, whatever you need, just go to your
So he kept
guys,
him
go to your homies and get me some of this.
I really don't know, but he walked a straight arrow at the school, and then as soon as he got out of school, he was just Freddie B in the streets.
Wow,
He's a good guy now. I wouldn't tell these stories about people like this.
No,
This is
of
who they
course.
are now. He's been a preacher for a long time.
So you graduated by choice, but you didn't.
I didn't graduate by
You didn't
choice.
graduate. You finished. And then what happened?
So I go to I have a friend named Jerry Hodges who his older brother is a low key he carries himself really low key, not flamboyant, flashy. He's a big time drug dealer. And he's got all this. 1985. He's got a brand new 1985 convertible Benz. He's got Cadillacs. He's got a house in the hill. And he's just a guy. And he's just like this figure who he rides by. We know his name, but he's not the kind of drug dealer who waves at the little homies or who interacts.
He's incognito. He just sort of just goes.
He doesn't get out the corner and, what's up, little homie? He doesn't do none of that. He just rides by.
If you know, Andrew.
So I'm really good friends with his brother, and his brother has rapper aspirations, and his brother could rap, and they're from the other side of town, from West Oakland. I'm from East Oakland, and we still connect through hip hop. So his brother, being a drug dealer kingpin's little brother, he's got special things. I never liked cocaine a lot. You know that I don't like cocaine, but he used to have cocaine. He would have like the best weed, and when me and Freddie B used to make tapes, we had a rule. People used to watch us. They used to love to be in the room while we made tapes. So we had a rule. You can't come to the recording spot unless you bring weed, bring some beer, bring something to drink, bring something, throw us some side money or something. Like, dude, you can't just come up here and watch us make these tapes for free. So Jerry was one of the guys who always like, hey, y'all recording? I'm pulling up. He come with the best weed and he was the homie.
Yeah.
So,
wait, can I just ask you a quick question? Mm-hmm. Did you always smoke weed? Did you like?
I've been smoking weed since 14.
Okay, because I can't smoke weed.
I've been smoking weed since 14. It doesn't really get me high. It
just keeps you.
I just smoke weed. I don't smoke a lot like Snoop.
Like a Snoop Dogg, does he really smoke that much? Mm-hmm. So how does he functions just fine? I
don't think some of us have that freaky weed experience. We don't. It's just it does nothing.
Okay. Andrew keeps trying to get me to smoke weed, and because he says I'm high strung.
If you're not non-smoker, smoke at night and see what happens.
I'll smoke a little weed with you. I'll smoke a weed.
Smoke at night.
I'll smoke one weed with you.
Can I have one drug, please?
I would like one drug, please.
A weed.
I would like a weed.
One weed, please.
Smoke at night when you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, I'll try it. I haven't really smoked ever by myself.
Smoke on the night you can't sleep.
Okay, yeah, I'll smoke and be like, Todd, too short. I smoked a weed, and now
I have friends who don't smoke weed because it makes them weird.
I don't know if I'm weird or not.
People get paranoid. Other people get tweaky. Like this is just not for you.
Oh, I don't know what I'm like. So next festival season, I want to try a weed with you.
I grew up with a bunch of street guys, my immediate crew, and none of them smoked weed. I was like one of the only ones. Like me and one other guy, and our crew they just weren't weed smokers. I
was hoping you'd smoke a little weed on the show.
I smoked on the ride over.
I know. I opened your door to greet you. I'm like, am I high? Did that make me high?
All my cars smell like weed, even when I'm not smoking.
No, Andrew. On another subject, I have a quick story to tell you. So I went to a concert with him. He was performing. So I don't know where we were. Irvine, somewhere. So I get in his car with my girlfriends. We're like, yeah, we're going to go to the Too Short concert. He sounds amazing in concert. He's really nice. He's really sweet. They're like, we know who Too Short is. I'm like, okay, well, he's going to drive us there in his car. We get in. The doors are all locked. All the windows are up, and he's in the front just. And I sat in the back. I'm like, and I couldn't breathe.
Just hotbox the car.
I didn't even know what to do. I was like, I tried to hold my breath. I didn't tell you the story. I tried to roll, and you locked all the windows. And I'm in the back with the pillow and like this, trying to like make it to the concert. By the time I got out, I was like, I think I'm stoned and I'm coughing. And I tried to be cool around you. I'm like, and you were like, okay, Liz, let's go. I'm like,
that's hilarious.
So now the next phase.
So my boy Jerry, his his brother who's big time, is actually like starting this little independent label, and he's more or less thinking like R&B, kind of rock and roll, kind of. Right. He was on like a even though it was the 80s, he was on kind of like a Jimi Hendrix, almost like Rick James kind of vibe. He wanted to be like funky rock and roll, and he looked like a rock star. He didn't look like a drug dealer. He looked like a rock star, and he surrounded himself by musicians and radio station people and music industry people. He was like trying to party with these people, provide what they wanted to party with, which was just like the fun stuff, girls, drugs, alcohol, weed, whatever, kick it, have a party environment. So he was booking studio sessions, and he had started his label and did all this homework and stuff. And here I come, who I don't know if he knew, but I'm already like popular.
You're already
and all this little legwork he had did and all these people he was around, he catches wind that I did this show from his little brother. He catches when I did the show, and it's like, 5, 6, 7,000 people sold out. And I was one of the opening acts. And I went out there and did like 3 songs, and everybody in the crowd, I never had a record out, never been on the radio. I did like 3 songs, and everybody in the crowd sings all the words of all 3 songs with me because of the tapes that I've been circulating around. And I impressed all the people backstage, all the people who are on the show.
Like, who is this guy?
I get back with Dean and meet him for the first time, and he's like, let's go. Let's get you in the studio. And I met him probably right after high school. It was 1985, right when I was out of school for a year at the time. Yeah. But it was right after I did the concert, probably like March.
And the concerts were where you guys, so that was your next step. You did the Streets tape, and then you did the concerts, which is like kind of your next.
Did a lot of house parties, a lot of little dances and little events.
And back then,
rocking the crowd.
Artists in house parties and things like that were a big thing. Like anymore, that's not like that.
There was a lot of hip hop dances and parties going on, but he was open to it. So I get up there and he's like, "We're gonna get the studio." And now he puts me with all these people he has around him already, professional musicians. Oakland has a large music history, and a lot of people that I was around at a young age had been a part of these various groups, Pointer Sisters, Tower of Power, Frankie Beverly and Maze. It was all these groups from the Bay who had all these extended family members, and the musical,
just organic, just to have
legacy
that.
Was big. You take a group like Tony, Raphael Sadiq, and he'll tell you, like, long before he picked up instruments, it was in the city. And you got gospel groups like the Hawkins family. You got a lot of, Sly and the Family Stones from the Bay Area, different groups that
inspirations to everybody that just kept
set
going.
The bar.
Yeah,
the Whispers were in the Bay Area. It was a lot of big records. So I'm meeting these people who are a part of this, and they're giving me like tips, like
right place at the right time.
This is what you do if you blow up. This is what you don't do. This is how you record. This is how you don't record. And I'm fast-tracked into recording now, just like I was to the Kingpins. And my first recording sessions were at a really nice studio with really professional people. And I'm not making perfect music, but I'm learning. And all this stuff is going to help me in a few years when I fly the coop and I'm on my own. But we made a couple of albums. We did a lot of studio sessions. The guy who ran the label was called 75 Girls Records. You can Google it. Yeah. And the guy who owned it,
and what year was this?
This was 1985 and 86.
So this is a big hair era as well. So there's like rock and roll hitting we got Def Leppard, we got everybody.
Yeah, my guy, if you want to get a visual of
Bon Jovi's.
Dean Hodges ran the label 75 Girls. If you want a visual, just kind of think like this Jimi Hendrix brother or cousin. Yeah. It's just if you just want a visual, just picture Jimi Hendrix and you're close.
Okay, got it.
And he was very much an enabler. Like if you were, he's like, "Oh, Liz is talented. You kicking it. What you want, Liz?" Liz like, "What? This is what I like." Just pops up in the air.
Sprinkles it right there.
But do what you do, Liz. Like you play guitar, play the guitar.
That's amazing. Well, I mean,
Liz is a guitar player.
Now a guitar player. I'm like, wait, okay. I can sing, but that's about it.
So because you got to know the drug dealers and you got all the way to the Kingpins, you were able to get this studio from the same group, basically.
Which also put me in a space of inner city banking. Because if you go look at a show that VH1 put out, it's like a 4-part series. It's called Planet Rock. And it discusses the relationship between crack cocaine, drug dealers, and rappers. And how a lot of early day rap situations were financed by these neighborhood bankers. And
Oh, that's what you mean by bankers. Okay, got it.
yeah, and you really don't get the opportunity to become Too Short without this financing, without this.
Of course not.
And
Without that financial backing and the push.
I couldn't go to any Bank of America or Wells Fargo and say I need a $10,000 loan to start my label.
Yeah, no way.
But I had like 50 guys who I had a piece of paper, and it was a one sheet, and it literally had, this was after 75 Girls. It was a little grace period where I had the dream I could do what Dean did if I had the financing. I could start an independent label. And I wrote down on a one sheet what I could grow with $2,000, $5,000,
You're writing business
or
plans.
$10,000.
This is amazing.
And I found a guy. His name was Ted Bohannon, and he was like, he didn't want to do it, but he had a couple of guys on his team. One was my homie Bird, who was like cheerleading for me. Like Bird was my homie. Like we weren't the higher ups in the city. We were like, coming up. And he's like, he goes to them and is like, man, Short looking for somebody to help him out. And the boss was like, I don't know. They used to have rumors that I was like, either like a drug addict or,
Right.
just,
Oh, really?
or just like, because
Just
you're not higher up, you got these guys who have a lot of street money. They're like, man, you're like them peasants, like, like,
Trying to push you down there.
like a little rap guy, ain't gonna make
look at Too Short.
he's not gonna make more money than these kilos, that type of vibe.
Right.
So
Undermining your ability.
His right hand man was like $10,000. Shit, spend that, dude. He hyped him. So I got the guy who brought me to him, which I already knew all these guys from tapes.
To hype you up.
I knew all these guys from selling tapes, but not like, hey, let's do business. I was under Dean Hodges and 75 Girls. So he did it. His guy, right hand man, hyped him up. His other little homie was cheerleading for us, and he did it.
But also, just to mention something real quick, it sounds like you always had an ambition with your music because of your upbringing with your parents, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that strict upbringing allowed you to really see through that negativity with drug dealing or music dealing. I mean, you were pushing music versus pushing drugs. And that was that definitive line where you could have chosen this way or you could have chosen this way.
Both my parents, college graduates, both of them are accounting majors. My father was a CPA, all this stuff. And I've been good with numbers. I'm not saying I'm a genius at.
I'm not good at numbers, damn it.
But
She is not. Especially the green
I
numbers.
can spend it. I just I can figure it out.
But yeah, I did not want to be a gangster, but there was a time where I made a lot of money, and I turned to my gangster friends and I said, "Hey, I'm getting a lot of money now. Let's do what you do." And
Make some more money.
and
Let's double our money. Let's double down.
a really, really good friend of mine, who's a really good friend of mine to this day, like really good friend, said, "I will fuck you up if I ever find out you're selling drugs." He's like, "We don't need you to do what we do. We need you. We need you to do what you do. You are very important to our unit, our squad."
You're telling a story. You're telling their story through your
I'm
music.
opening doors and going places that we wouldn't go as young kids in the world. We wouldn't do these things if you didn't have your guy. Your guy could be a ball player, football, basketball.
You're an entertainer.
It could be a boxer. Your guy could, the things that get you out of the hood. When one guy makes it, his whole crew makes it. Your cousins, your parents. It's like we gotta.
Well, that's where the posse thing came from. Like, you're like, everybody comes with you when you're successful.
Yeah, you got to bring your guys. Like that's your little army. That's
your army of love.
That's who you doing it for. That's who gave you the courage to do it, and the support. And so my guys told me, I had a couple guys, one in particular who was like, and he's a very dangerous guy. He said, if I ever catch wind of you, ever, because I told him, I said, one of our other guys in the close circle said, man, we could flip just like 50,000, 100,000, we'll flip it and make so much, I'll do all the dirt. Yeah. And he was like, get the fuck
25 years prison time.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. So
yeah,
I always, I can say at some point in life, indirectly, I've done some things to save his life at a certain junction in life.
Right.
And I can say he did the same for me. So we have a lifelong friendship of that.
I think it's admirable because you where you are today, and I was talking to my brother and I said, having you on and understanding where you came from and where you are today, and you're a father now, you're responsible, you've always been responsible. I've always admired your drive. I've always admired your ambition to diversify your assets, your music, the people surrounding you. You've always been open-minded. It had to come from somewhere. And today is really teaching me where and how you became you. And I think there's a lot of artists out there that are confused on, well, I want to do what he does. How come he gets to be that way? I can rap just as good, or I can be, but it's not just rapping. It's also that split decision to say no to those dealing drugs and to say yes to your passion, which was your music, has saved your life. And this is
gambled on yourself.
You gambled on yourself, right?
A lot of intelligent decisions. Dumb was on the way too, but along the way, but a lot of right place at the right time. A lot of people who were not enablers.
Yeah.
Who were not yes men.
You may have had the drug dealers saying, "If I catch you dealing drugs," I
think two key factors to my longevity is the people I came up around, my immediate crew. They were, when we were all young, they were doing dirt in the streets, and of course, my hustle outlasted theirs. Most of them who didn't go legit at the right time, because a lot of my guys who were bad guys back in the day are really good guys now. They're really good businessmen. They're
preachers.
They started companies and all kind of stuff.
Yeah, they take their money and they diversify.
You can't stay in the streets. It's impossible. But I think that I was never like the boss. You know what I mean? Like,
you were too short. You were like,
I ran with some tough guys and they'd be like, "Hey, short man, you're gonna have to tell your guys to calm down." I'm like, I can't. like
I'm not the boss here.
That's not my job.
Like, dude, look at this crew. I'm not even a lieutenant, bro. Like, I'm a member, but I'm not up in the rankings.
I'm an honorary member, but I cannot control this situation.
So I think I was never like in the company of people who just wanted to kiss my ass.
Right.
Like,
it's actually a good thing when it comes to
like my cousins. Like I tell you, my homies are like, "Man, we can't call you Todd." My cousins would never call you Too Short. Like,
oh right,
like,
right.
You just Todd. Fuck out of here. You're Todd.
You get your ego over there. We can't feed that ego. We're not.
So my family did not put me on a pedestal. My close friends did not put me on a pedestal, and at the same time, I did not want to be on a pedestal. Yeah. So.
We're very humble, always have
the
been.
humble part of celebrity, which is a very great trait in some of the biggest celebrities. Tom Hanks, who is from Oakland, very humble.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's never like condescending towards people interviewing him or people co-starring with him. You hear all these great stories. I have that thing. I don't know if it's an Oakland thing or something.
It's called the it factor.
But I know a lot of celebrities who, who are very successful, fucking assholes by nature.
Oh yeah, we know that.
Yeah,
and it works for them. Yeah. It works for them. Yeah. They be shitty to the chef, shitty to the security. Just be shitty because you're like a diva.
Works, they just don't care.
You're just a diva.
But also, okay, so I think it was a couple of years ago. Do you? By the way, this is all filtered water. This is I filtered the whole house, so it's super clean.
For a rich chick, Liz, I never seen you diva.
Well, I mean, I because
not bitch diva.
No.
You're not complaining. Like, you always like, that's bad. Let's go have fun.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. I'm going over here.
But some people, I know you have friends who bitch.
Oh God, you've been around them. Remember, Todd and I will always remember when we were at the festival and everyone was bitching, and we're like, okay, let's just go. Let's just go. Well, I can't do this, and where's the car, and I can't get the driver. And I remember I'm trying to organize drivers. These women are like driving me crazy, and then we just sneak off by ourselves.
That's why I moved back to Washington. I lived down here with her for a while, and I was like, I can't take this here in Newport Beach. I love visiting, but they're crazy.
So about you had told me, we had discussed this a while ago about, because I'd ask you, when did you first start making money with music? And you said, I was uber famous before I even made money. How did that work?
Well, the 75 Girls Records era was very rewarding on learning. Where we lived at during that time and the cars we drove, great. It was a great experience. But Dean didn't pay us.
He paid himself. He's like, oh.
I always do the math and I go, everything he taught me and everything that the lifestyle I lived during that time frame was enough.
It broke even.
It was enough payment. Yeah. And
that's like my ex-husband, by the way. I feel like,
And in 1987, when I went to find a new financer, my little piece, one sheet was not about, if you give me this money, I will grow a company for you. I was like, we're partners. So you put up the money, I'll grow the company. We are partners. And literally, probably because of my parents and just the kind of person I am, I was like, no money could ever go in or out of the Too Short world without my signature, without my knowing.
Smart.
All checks will be, because Dean taught me something, how he was getting his money for 75 Girls. He was driving to the studio and recording. He was taking what was recorded to the manufacturer. He was picking it up from the manufacturer. He was dropping it off to the distributor, and he was coming back to get his check from the distributor. So
that's what business.
Not only did he teach me that, he didn't say this is what you do. He took me with him, and I watched.
The legwork.
He showed me, and he introduced me names. And Dean went to jail for a short period of time in 1986, and me and his brother Jerry held the company.
You
down.
could run the company.
So he gave us the names. It was 5, 6, 7 people. Call these people, keep it going. And he was a drug dealer. He put his drug business in someone else's hands, and he told me and his little brother, keep this music thing going. It was probably making, $10, $15, $20,000 a month, and we would
really back then. That's a lot.
But I was selling a lot of music.
Oh, okay. I was like, wow.
And you weren't getting any of that?
We would give the money to his mother to hold down his houses and the.
Did you look at the money and you're like, maybe one day I'll get some of
It was
this?
just checks. We just
give it. It wasn't cash.
We just give her the checks and just let it go, and everybody ate and everybody lived, and it was.
You literally had a kingpin mom. You were handing her money from your music.
It was what we did.
Pimp my rapper.
It's funny. His mother and my mother were born on the same day, so she really became like my mother.
Oh,
she was a lot like my
that's
mother.
Cool.
And because my mother had moved over to Arizona. A lot of people think that his mother is my mother. Like that's how close everything was. But
I'll get you some more champagne.
But coming out of the 75 Girls experience, he gets out of jail. He kind of loses interest in the little small money with us, and he tells me and his brother to move on, and we start our own company. And then I started making a lot of money. Like literally,
it's 10, 20, 15,000 a month.
That's not a lot of money.
No, that was not my money.
Well, what I'm saying, but he got disinterested.
He got
in it?
disinterested in $15,000 a month. That's like he must have been making $100,000.
He must have been making a lot of money dealing.
But to a drug dealer, I mean, I don't know if the money was the reason why he wanted out. He could have just got tired of all of us in his life at the time. He could have. I don't know. He literally said to me and his own brother, I need y'all to get y'all fucking shit and get the fuck out my house.
No shit.
Wow. And his explanation was not logical. What he told us.
Was he using at the time or no?
He was definitely like getting high.
A little bit. Okay, yeah.
Like he was definitely.
So he probably wouldn't. Yeah.
But I don't know. We don't know. Like he just is my life.
Maybe he just switched.
I'm done.
Maybe he was just helping us get our wings, and he's like, "Fly now, you guys."
Dude, your training wheels are off. Get the fuck out.
Because we were like family. We weren't like his employees. We were like family. We never signed contracts, so it was.
Those were the days.
It was never messy. It was just like I literally walked away with a suitcase and a box, and the suitcase was my clothes, and the box was my songs.
See, that's also like when you're literally down and out, and you didn't go out of there with any money. Do you want some more of that?
When he said get out, you know where we went?
Your car.
We walked around the corner to his mother's house.
That's awesome.
Well, she is your mother after all.
Like, get out. Like
she's like, yes, honey,
so
come here, honey.
So the guy who kicked you out his mom's house?
Yeah.
Did he have a girlfriend? He must have had a girlfriend or something that was.
Yeah, a lot of girlfriends, but I'm saying that came to an end. It was a blessing. We started our own company from the time.
That's awesome, though.
From the time we started recording under the new financer, I literally recorded an album that's titled Born to Mac, which is well past a gold album. It didn't make it to platinum, but it is sold 800,000-900,000 copies.
Born to Mac, Andrew, is like
I made
top
that album,
albums of all time.
I made that album in 3 days because I had already pre-recorded everything in my mind or pre-recorded it at the house. It was all in a little raw format, and we just re-recorded it in a real professional studio. Took 3 days. We made those 3 sessions cost, I remember, I'll never forget, $1,600. we got up to about close to 10 grand doing some manufacturing and stuff and kind of like, making it look big. Right. The new guy, his name was Ted Bohannon, and
the new financier.
He took my little one sheet, threw it to the side, and he invested way more than that. He believed.
Wow, that's great. Well, you've already hustled. You've already built yourself up. Like you had your eyes. This is what's great about you, just really quickly. I've noticed throughout the story, unless you had your eyes open, you would miss all this opportunity. When you saw one, you jumped on it and you made the right decisions. This is amazing.
So to this day, I'm still living on the foundation of what happened with that situation. We took 2,000 cassettes because this is what I had on the plan. I was like, we just go buy the cassettes. They cost less than $1 each. And we press up one song, Freaky Tales. We're going to sell these little one single cassettes for about $2.50 a pop. And the first batch we get, we're going to get up to like $15,000. As soon as we have $15,000, we're going to buy 15,000 copies of the full album, Born to Mac. And those 15,000, the distributor is going to give us $4 a pop. So we'll take the 60 grand and then we'll buy another, 15, 20,000. And
so smart.
We got to the $15,000. We sold the 15,000 copies. That whole process was probably 30 days.
You're like, whoa, this is going really
But you're also a really good rapper. I mean, you're a good artist, so.
And then we're probably like 3-4 months in, and we're like, the bank account is now like $200,000-$300,000, and it's just growing. And basically, another young smart thing I did, I didn't do a lot of smart things in the years following, but just to
we watched TMZ for an hour before you got here.
Just to get solid though.
In our defense,
literally, we used to we let the company get rich as fuck, and we used to just take these little, I could afford an apartment and a car salaries, and the whole point was, let's not be ballers until the company's rich. So the company got a whole bunch of money, and then one day we like, today's the day we all get 50 grand each. And the company gets a whole lot more money. Today we all get 100 grand each. And we kind of were running it like that.
Yeah.
And
you didn't overextend yourselves. You kept money in the bank so that if you ever needed it, you weren't leveraged.
Jive Records comes along. We get a major deal. We do really good in that deal. The checks get way bigger. And, I just took advantage of like going from
being very conservative with your cash flow.
Selling tapes to drug dealers to hooking up with 75 Girls Records, selling cassettes through distributors now, regionally, mostly West Coast, and then going on a major label that's going to distribute my music around the country and around the world, and kind of still having the same mentality of, let me just go home to my little home setup and make some songs. And it was so fucking easy. Like the first 8 albums.
Because you're already set up
the
for
first 8 albums you said?
My first 8 albums that I released were basically me recycling the old raps that I used to sell to all the drug dealers.
You mean the $5 tapes? Because you said $5 for the drug dealers and $2.50 for the other people.
And the $20 tapes were for
the
customized for the Kingpins.
Oh, the Kingpins.
The $5 tapes were for all the foot soldiers that we used to just sell.
This is hilarious.
$5 tapes.
Okay.
But that box that I went walking down the street with, I had my suitcase in that box. The box was full of rhymes. And instead of like what some rappers
you
say.
You still have that box?
I do.
You do?
The box of rhymes, yeah. I would never let it go. How some rappers say and songwriters, they go, oh, I'm working on a new album, I was always like,
I've already got it.
I've got lyrics for days. And I had a technique where I would take the old rhymes and recycle them. And if I ever recycled a line, I would just like put some lines through it so I wouldn't double up.
Reuse it.
I went through that fucking box till every like
single thing had a line.
Yeah. And that was.
Do you have a picture of that box?
It's just a fucked up looking U-Haul box.
Yeah, but I think that's
it's
pretty
a
priceless.
U-Haul box, just a box.
But if you opened it, you'd have like.
I know the original box didn't survive, but it was just a paper fucking box like you're moving.
That's
shoebox.
fucking amazing.
And there was no other box. It was a lot of rhymes.
The beginning of Too Short in a box.
It's like so high, about as high as this table, a box.
I know what I'm going to get you for Christmas.
Really? Oh, that big a box.
I'm going to get you a Louis Vuitton box. How about that?
You know, let me tell you something about my buddy E40. So I don't know about right now. I haven't been to his home studio in a couple years, but E40 lives in a really nice house in a really nice neighborhood in the Bay Area, Black Hawk, the top, one of the best neighborhoods, period. And he had this nice little studio in there. It's like a little studio, home studio, fly. So a lot of years go by, and he's at the studio. In the story, the studio's already been there for 20 years. 20 years from early 90s to 2012, 2013. And we're working on an album we did together, a duet album. And I'm like, man, I'm going to buy you some chairs and get your studio painted as a gift. And he's like, I don't need that. And I'm like, right, it's uncomfortable in this motherfucker, and it's just, your house is nice as fuck and your studio is 20 years beat down raggedy. Right. And he said, let me tell you something. He said, in all of my beautiful world that I've acquired, this is my last little grimy ass room that I come in here, cool. And it gives me the right energy to record these grimy ass songs I'm recording. Like it's probably kind of hard to like write some funky ass street
Jennifer
shit.
From the block
sitting in a mansion.
Maybe Jenny on the block, because she's getting some backlash right now for not being from the block for 30 years, needs to go back to the block.
That's a lot of rappers' downfall is
wealth.
What we love you for
is gone.
Where did you get that from? What got that? How did you get that out of you? Yeah. And then get all this money, go on tour, you get your royalty checks, and you get a swimming pool in the backyard. You got the baddest chicks. You got an endless supply of weed. You're on the fucking joysticks and getting your dick sucked. And then they like, hey, can you write another grimy street album?
You're like wait, she's getting the blowjob and they get the champagne in one hand.
There's a talent to keeping it going.
Yeah.
Being back in the back in the grime.
I mean, as a songwriter.
Yeah, a lot of people have a problem with that because
rock stars have that problem.
Yeah.
You can't be a badass in your mansion.
When your life is easy, why would you want to go destroy yourself to try? Because you were in a bad spot a lot of times when you wrote this stuff, and that's what made it so connecting.
What was those? The Seattle bands used to Cry Babies. That wasn't the name of the band, but they all were crying my life is so sad. Maybe that shit.
Pearl Jam.
Grunge, Pearl Jam, Nirvana.
So what happened when those guys got rich? Are you still mad at your parents?
Well, a lot of them actually overdosed, but no, like Alice in Chains, and they're all like,
but in order to keep that spirit going, that teen spirit,
you gotta be grindy.
You either got to be a good artist, songwriter, something. You can't. You're lying at some point.
But how do you do it? Because I
didn't pick those kind of subjects. My subjects were
pussy.
Yeah.
I guess you could go back to grimy pussy. Do you go back to grimy pussy? Is that how you keep your lyrics?
I really picked a good lane to
booties and hoes and grimy.
So you picked a good lane that
to be age appropriate at all times,
and you can keep going forever. It's Well,
and the word bitch is actually a female dog, so technically it's legal to say it any time. So
not
you're
unless
actually
you're with your girl.
PC.
The best thing about the word bitch was the empowering of the word by women. I think that
women loved it. They still love it.
It went from being that little offensive little dude to
what's my name?
Yeah, I'm that bitch. I'm that literally
that's right. I guess it would be empowering. I didn't even think about it that way.
Yeah, because women of all classes and ethnicities and
everywhere love that song.
Regional areas, they all say, me and my bitches, we going out.
Actually, you have a point there. I mean, I've never said that, but yeah, I could totally see
somebody
that.
in your crew said it.
Somebody has said that.
I say it all the time.
I'm probably one of those bitches. So.
Yeah. You got a crazy bitch crew, but it's awesome.
Yeah, crazy bitch crew. Actually, that's what they say. Yeah. We're in the crazy bitch crew. We're doing a whole.
I don't know if you guys know it, but you have been referred to, whether in your face or behind your back, as rich bitches.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, no, you wrote me a song called Rich Bitch.
Of course. But I'm saying people, you just walk by and they go, fucking rich bitches.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
She's clueless.
No, I don't wear.
But it also goes, Oh my God, I love those rich bitches.
Hey, we like all types. Just come, right now I'm single. I'm single, ready to mingle right now.
I'm just saying.
You're pulling
at
the
McDonald's. At McDonald's.
No, I mean, no, it's your story is compelling, I think, for anybody right now who, it keeps going back in my mind, your ability to make decisions. And you're saying, you're also contributing it to your upbringing and to your crew, but also you innately just have that within you to be at that level of, I like to call it life sobriety, where you don't make those foggy decisions and make the wrong decisions. You seem to go through life sober. I mean, obviously in my own, business.
Well, even when I'm intoxicated, I'm clear.
You're clear. Yeah. And how do you maintain that? How do you do that? Is there a special technique to that?
I think I give a lot of credit to Oakland, California for being a really wild city at times.
And you had to be level-headed.
As tough as Oakland is a lot of the city that is not. You don't have to be that on guard all the time. There's a lot of nice neighborhoods and nice people, but the little element of the danger that I would be in the streets, it gives you sort of a sixth sense of survival. Inner city survival.
Don't ever get too out of your mind to where you can make a bad decision, because in your life,
when you lose focus, you could get hurt.
You get really hurt.
You can get
when you're dealing with drug dealers.
Yeah, you can get in trouble. You can get out there.
Imagine him walking down the street, drug dealers snatching him off, throwing him in the car. Come to my hood, come to my block, and I want a tape like that. And he's like this. Okay.
But just no matter what environment you walk into, I'm a celebrity, and it's getting late, or it's getting uncomfortable, or it's getting too druggy, or it's getting too angry, or too fucking whatever. And I just have this sense of leave. Like this is not where I'm supposed to be. Go in the next room. Get the fuck out this house. Like just I'm not,
because you might end up on TMZ again.
But I'm just not.
Sometimes you don't make that decision.
I'm not looking for that. I know people that look for that. They look for the next clickbait, the next catch me doing something that I go viral for. I don't want to go viral. No,
because every time I'd watch your interviews, I was doing some research. You are you're sound mind when the TMZ or whomever is talking to you, and they're like, "What happened last night?" And you're like, "Well, this and this and this, but this is actually what." You literally break it down to the press, exactly what's happening, how come it happened, what you think happened, but you're also talking to not just the press. There's going to be a case going on, so you understand. You literally are hypersensitive to you're hyper aware, which is a brilliant mind. I mean, I've always thought you were a brilliant mind. I told my whole family, I'm like, you have that innate ability. And I think it has to be, I mean, obviously, Andrew and I mean, we like to consider ourselves, we can't do dumb anymore. We thought we'd do, because we thought we'd start this podcast to talk to smart people that could give just a little bit of their peace of mind, because
insight.
Yeah, a little insight. And there's so many people right now that just have dumb opinions about dumb shit that just drives me fucking crazy. That I'm like, how did you come up with that conclusion? Who were you listening to or watching that's your state of mind, that you want to voice your opinion online against this and this and this and this? So we're kind of like the mediator. We're like, okay, we want to hear your side of the story and your side of the story. We're not going to judge anybody. And I don't think you judge people either. You never judge me. Which I'm grateful for. I thought for sure you were judging me, like in the back end.
I think I'm not the only person that feels like this. I think technology is making ignorance okay.
Like, right. Oh, yeah. That's why.
It's making us stupid, and it's making stupid okay, because you got this smart thing in your pocket, and you kind of, in the last 10 years, we let this little smart device,
the technology,
make us stupid. And I'm personally scared of the new technology. I don't like
AI.
it. I just don't like a lot of it, and AI is a part of it. I don't like it because of the other side. So we're going to talk about the government regulation of artificial intelligence and the development of technologies of all sorts,
scary.
Medical and electronics and all this other stuff that goes out there and that's coming out in the world now. And it's just like, it's okay, the regulating side of it and all that stuff. But what about the unregulated stuff that's coming?
Yeah.
What is coming?
What can we not think of that's going to be bad?
The cartoons that we grew up on, the bad guy, the diabolical little bad guy. What's he going to do with AI? Yeah. What happens the day? Can I name drop?
Yeah, absolutely.
The day that Google as a company is mad at the fucking government and the people or whatever, or Elon Musk wakes up one day like, I'm pissed.
I'm just, fuck you guys, I'm over it. Here, bam.
And then of all the companies they own and the things that they could do with them,
Yeah.
you know, like they fucking own like Android armies and shit. Like literally.
We talk about this. It's going to happen.
Google.
It's going to happen.
Looks like the company in the Terminator, Skynet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing.
Andrew and I talk about this. Like,
It's scary.
So it's cool now, but you have people saying stuff like, shit, Google knows more about the citizens of the world than their own countries.
absolutely.
They know the people better than the
What
government
other
does.
statistics on? Okay, so we're all on our phones every day, and I just heard this. I don't know if this is true, but every single word everywhere is being recorded on your phone, whether you like it or not.
Why wouldn't it be? Why? But
I just think that it's
at the
crap.
same time, you could sit here and intellectually make a statement that what the fuck does it matter because we're just in the Matrix anyway.
Yeah.
Like-
Okay, so Andrew,
I literally believe that.
So what a difference? Like,
so do you think
We're in a
okay,
simulation.
So wait,
We're in the
wait.
Matrix.
So there is the Matrix because you have deja vu's and you're like, okay, what just happened? I was already here. What? This is trippy to me. And then they have like, I really believe in the Matrix. I really feel like we're all a pawn and we're put certain places. Like I don't know how my life
you
got
can
to be.
sit here and argue every side
Right.
logistically. You could just be logically. You could be like, it's flat, it's round, it's a simulator, it's organic, it evolved, it was made. It all makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I always wonder, like, how did I get here? Why, like, how did celebrities get to where they're at? Was that person, like, why was Lady Gaga picked to do this? Or why was, Too Short picked to be Too Short? Why was this person picked to be with no money and no ambition,
Just
no
computer
drive?
programs.
And
Yeah.
who's running that? Who's running our program? I want to know.
Whoever built the simulator.
Okay, so have we gone to the moon? I don't think
Yes,
so.
we've
No, we
done-
haven't. Todd, Too
The
Short.
question you should ask is, how fucking long have we been doing this?
Yeah.
Because it's not 4,000 years, 10,000 years. It's definitely longer than that.
Okay, so I really feel this is like every time we pass, we just get put into another character and we're back, right?
My only question is, how did it start?
Yeah.
Yeah. How
like-
did it start?
Like, where did it start? Did it, like, I'm just...
So what's at the North Pole? Do you think that's where like the hard drive is? Is the South Pole where they don't want us to
South
go?
Pole is where there's actually land. North Pole is just ice.
So they.
I've heard all the theories. There's some fucking ice wall, and if you cross it, there's another world. I've heard all this shit. It's
You
whatever.
believe it?
It doesn't matter if you're in the Matrix.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
But if we are in the Matrix, though, we can't get out of the Matrix. So we're just going to have to enjoy it while
No,
we're
you
here.
can get out of the Matrix. I thought.
Here's a fact. Something way more intelligent than what we know as intelligence is amongst us.
I
And
agree.
and it's been amongst us. And you see it, you witness it,
You know it,
and it's
and we're like a little toy.
it's so much more intelligent to us that it doesn't even have to reveal itself to us.
Yeah.
So John Paul, John Paul DeJoria, Patron
The
Tequila.
richest guys can't figure it out. I watched the Skinwalker Ranch.
No, he says that there's literally aliens amongst us. That they call them aliens, which is a dumb name. He's like, they're called something else. Like
I wouldn't even say aliens because they probably were
They're
here
from
before us.
here. He says they're from
he
here.
says
here
they're
before
from
us.
here.
Yeah.
But, like,
They're from a
literally-
long, long time ago, just came back.
Yeah, okay, so
I'd believe him because he's got to have more
He
resources than
says
us.
he does all this research, and he's like, they're already here. You guys, like, he's basically us people, like, wealthy people can figure out a lot of things that we can't. And he thinks that right now there's all this negative power because there's these people that are running the Matrix that have put in this negativity, like all this negative power, but it's going to flip this next year. And it's all going to change to be this.
that's my problem too with the dates. Because I've lived through the end of the world 1999, the end of the world 2012.
Yeah, no, not a bad thing. He said it's just going to flip to a more positive Matrix in the next year.
I was
the world's
told
been so
at
negative.
some point, I can't remember what the date was, but all the good people, all the righteous people ascended, and we were left on hell on earth or something. I've heard all kind of
Oh, you remember that's Jacob's ladder from the Bible.
crazy
Yeah,
ass.
they had a TV,
We
they
used
had
to
a
have
TV
to-
show about that.
We used to have to stand outside. Our dad was a preacher. No, not kidding. Our grandma thought that, I think she was schizophrenic actually, but she thought we were supposed to go to heaven. So my dad was a preacher. All of us kids would stand outside in Missouri and wait for Jacob's ladder to come down and take us to heaven whenever there was the rays that would come out of the clouds. So we really thought growing up.
When we were kids, like literally we're like, okay.
And our mom kept saying, she's like, I kept having children because she was brainwashed in this church, and they told her, we're all supposed to go to heaven. So she's like, I just kept having you. Then I was stuck with you when you guys didn't go anywhere. So I must have done something wrong.
Yeah, so I'm just saying it's nothing that I would like to figure out.
Nah, why bother, right?
'Cause
just have sex, smoke some weeds, rap a little rap.
Whoever did the pre-programming, I like the program they gave me.
It's worked out for you.
I love my program too. I don't know what happened, but I ended up here and I'm happy. I'm not.
I like my program except for my temper.
But I also feel that I don't feel like I'm being manipulated as of free will goes.
Yeah.
I'm making decisions. I'm living life. I don't really have the capacity to care about the what ifs.
Right.
I just don't. Like
That's smart.
I just enjoy. I like the thoughts experiment of the what ifs.
Because people are worried. People are involved in.
Well, because they're on TikTok all day and they see like
they need everybody to stress out. Like it's weird. Everybody needs.
I love the conspiracy theorists on Instagram and
me too.
Yeah, so fucking expert everything. Like
the Bigfoots and the.
Okay, so what do you think about the aliens dropping? I mean, do you think really like what are they supposed to be? Those people that in Vegas.
Okay, people take DMT. I've never taken. I bought some and I chickened out. DMT, the God drug.
Yes,
you
DMT.
take it.
What?
You take it, and within minutes, you travel the full universe. You have sit-down meetings with little aliens, and everything comes to light. Some people have a dark experience. Some people have wonderful experience. Some people say, "I talk to God."
So DMT is what was it? What are they? What's the ayahuasca? So it's the same thing.
It's ayahuasca.
It's ayahuasca, but ayahuasca is a whole experience, and DMT is the drug that you get.
But so many people have the exact same trip.
No.
Yes, so that's what I was listening.
Hey,
to.
let's go do ayahuasca together.
And they describe. I don't know. You have to have a certain person who knows how to do it. I bought it and just looked at it.
Is it the one that is it the tea version or the smoke version?
I had some shit that was
crystal.
I don't know. It didn't look powdery. I don't know. I never even opened it.
Because the DMT usually you smoke and it only
Joe
lasts
Rogan
like
talks about
4 to 5 minutes,
DMT.
but the ayahuasca is a tea.
Okay, well, this shit, I looked at it for so long, it turned orange or something. It was in the bag. It didn't.
What was the one I was trying
I was scared
for my
of it.
PTSD from the gun guy? They put me
That
on.
was ketamine?
Ketamine. I tried the ketamine. They call it K-hole.
I've done that at a couple parties.
Yeah. Well, I went to clinics and did it, and I was scary. I was like, I want to get home and do this. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, she got really paranoid. She didn't
because
make it.
I was by myself and like with weird people around me, and I'm like,
But I would like a DMT experience of some sort. I would like to see what it's about.
we'll send you to a DMT clinic. How about that?
I don't know. I would just like to see people.
Yeah.
People said it's fucking great. I had somebody say it was the darkest thing that ever happened in my life, and they were like, I needed that. Like nobody really comes back going. It's
supposed to release all of your childhood trauma.
But DMT is the weird thing, at least because I listen to Joe Rogan, I love his podcast. But he talks about, and guests, two people, two separate times, when they describe their trip, they're almost identical. They're like, it's not the same trip. It's like you're in the same room. So like wherever they're going somewhere, and it's identical, and they're just in a different angle of the same area.
Very often reoccurring occurrence is the little aliens. They say these little aliens.
Yes.
Well, because I was told
sit us down
little.
and talk, give us all this intellectual breakdown of the universe.
Okay, so John Paul says the aliens were little. He's like, they're really little. So that could be real.
And the DMT you smoke, but they...
How do you know about this? You don't even drink.
Because I like...
It's called the internet?
Yes, and I find it. So the ayahuasca is the DMT that you consume, but if you consume it instead of smoke it, it breaks down your stomach and never gets you high. But they take this other plant that basically is an ACE inhibitor, and it stops you where you can't absorb it. And they asked, how did you figure that out? Out of the 10,000 plants in the Amazon, how'd you figure that out? And they said, the people on the other side told us what plants to use. They said they figured out how to take ayahuasca from the people in the DMT on the other side. Mm-hmm. Out of the tens of thousands of plants they could have chose, they chose the right two plants to get the right high.
But can you get that in California? No.
Not legally.
So where do people
You
go
can
to
get everything.
where do people go to do
It's a different show.
DMT?
It's not this show.
It's not this show.
And I'm like, what show are we on right now? This is the Logical Pod Daily Logic
Wrong
Check.
show. Let's get back to finances.
I'm like, right now we're talking about entrepreneurship and we are who we are.
Yeah, I've never done any drugs, but I think if I was ever going to do a drug, it'd be that.
So are there places you can go to do it with safe spaces?
I don't know if in California, I bet you there's places now. I know that there's somewhere in the United States you can do it now.
Yeah.
But most people who have money,
It's like
go to,
sort of like
Brazil.
geniuses that don't really have any
Outlet.
training to become a genius. Like, where'd you get it from? And like, people could like potentially be. Some people have been said to just have knowledge just pop in their head.
Yeah.
Or just born geniuses. Or
Right.
You think
Where does
about.
that come from?
Yeah, where does it come from?
People like Nostradamus, he was, getting high on something, and then it was the world. He was doing something. What is the alchemist? I don't know what the fuck. Like, I don't know. Like, where did they?
Andrew, you're a genius.
How the fuck was
I just like
Tesla so damn smart? Like, how the fuck?
Yeah, how did he get all those brains?
How the fuck
Like,
was
give me a little bit. I just want a couple little bites.
But you
of his
have
brain.
a lot more
Da
than
Vinci?
those.
What is this genius? What is it?
Yeah.
It's not normal.
No, it's
You didn't get it from your
I love
parents?
it. I love that whole idea that randomly our brains are not quite exactly the same, and somehow people have like they said, they had no idea what they were doing. All of a sudden, one day they woke up and they made something that changed the
Understand
world.
how to do brain surgery or the intricate mathematics or something.
The guy that knew how
Yes.
to play piano after he bonked his head.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Or or
Yeah.
the guy, the lady who got in a car accident. No, in a coma when she woke up, she spoke fluent Russian and couldn't remember English.
But how's a fucking
She's never been to
3-year-old or a
Russia.
4-year-old a genius? Like, how? Like, where is this?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of
So they were probably an adult alien in a different body.
Or
Or it's the Matrix.
Or
It's the Matrix.
If we're in a simulation and our
It's the
programs
program.
got messed up.
Well, Todd, Too Short. What do you like to go by? What can I call you? What do I do? I have
Whatever the moment calls for.
Too Short. It's been a pleasure to have you on today. Your story is very enlightening. I have so much more I want to ask you about being an entrepreneur, because not only do you have your music, but now that you're a little older, you also have a business mind. So what are you doing with yourself now that so you've been in the industry 40 plus years. You have how many albums out? Do you
I lost
count your
count.
albums?
20 something.
20 something albums.
Lost count. That's
You're
amazing.
still in 2022. Your album just went, crazy. Also top 200 in the Billboard, and you're still performing. You're still an artist.
Yeah.
You also just toured with E40 Snoop Dogg. What was that tour called?
It was E40 and it was Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa.
Oh, it was Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa.
It was
got
their
to see it in Seattle.
high school reunion too.
yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, I got to see you in Seattle. That was awesome.
And you're going to keep touring. And my most proud moment with you. And by the way, I'm in Orange County. I was an Orange County housewife, so I got used to housewives with children. So when you finally had a child, I was so proud to be your friend.
Is it,
Finally.
how many kids do you have?
Just one.
Just one.
How old is she?
She isn't
She's
it
5
great?
now. She's 5.
How did you make it that many years without a child?
That'll be episode 2.
Yeah, we'll do episode
Episode
2.
two.
We'll have him come back because I was reading online. I saw your interview, and it's like, okay, so out of all the different brands of children you could have had, or genres, or whatever, you had a girl. Like, you're
me.
the biggest pimp playboy known to man right now, besides, the guy with the big
They
clock.
say all old players are given like a daughter to slow them down.
I got a 13-year-old.
Yeah,
I
just
love it.
slow it down, buddy.
Yeah.
Slow it down.
Yeah, but I think you're doing really well, and I'm very proud to be your friend and just to know you as a person in general. And I have so much more to ask you, but that'll be for another show. And I love to enlighten my audience on
Well, it's all about the legacy right now.
the legacy.
I'm in the category now of what's called a legacy artist.
Yes, you
I don't
are.
need a song on the radio to be working, booking shows,
Yeah.
or getting phone calls to do this
You can
and that.
enjoy your success.
I'm in the process of developing a TV show about my experiences, not about my chronological life autobiography, but just my experiences.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Some of the lessons I've learned in life, and just the things I went through. So
Giving back.
Developing a show that doesn't start episode 1. He was a kid, then he was a teenager.
Like we just did.
It just goes everywhere, and it's just about a story that we try to sit down and make a movie or a story that's just too much for a movie.
And that's the thing about you. You have so much, which is I love that you had a child, because for some reason I feel like your mindset switched. And the legacy is there, and now you can give back to society your knowledge and young youth, kids, and people
there's a new level of caring about how that story reads because of who's going to read it, my child. And she's probably going to have to be responsible at some point for upholding it. It's going to fall into her hands.
Yeah, your legacy is going to eventually be her responsibility.
So do I want to leave her a piece of shit, or do I want to leave her
that intellectual property? Is it going to mean something?
So I mean, I was never conscious of that before, and now I'm like, let me write another chapter that
it's wonderful.
That kind of puts the icing on chapter. The cake of what happened. And you don't leave it at just, he just walked around saying, bitch, suck my dick. Like, I can't leave her that.
No. And you're a different type of daddy now. not who's your daddy. You're like, I'm actually a daddy.
Well, I've never been a sugar daddy.
Oh. Well, no, don't people that aren't sugar daddies get called daddy too?
Well, I was pimp daddy.
Yeah, pimp daddy.
There you go.
There you go, pimp daddy. I get the lingo down. And leaving her that legacy is great. And you. So, what are you involved in any foundations or any charities or anything?
Well, I definitely do a lot of community work in the Bay Area, mostly Oakland, California. I do not run a charity myself, but I loan out my services a lot. The one thing that I am passionate about that I align myself with is anything that brings light to and battles mass incarceration. I think I think that's a problem that a lot of people don't want to recognize, because they just want to say that when mass incarceration, when the notion of it started, which was sort of like the Reagan announcement of war on drugs and the introduction of crack cocaine into the inner cities and what that became economically, what it did to deteriorate the inner cities, and what it did to the population, which was a bunch of people got strung out on drugs, a bunch of people murdered each other, and a bunch of people went to jail for a long time, and then a generation of kids lost their parents and raised themselves. And then you go, oh, look at these wild inner city kids. And I'm like, it was a little domino effect of things that got them that way. And now that we're recognizing that the formula of what made mass incarceration it didn't happen naturally. It was actually pushed in that direction. And it was pushed in that direction with an agenda of populating private prisons.
Wow.
And
for profit.
Just making money.
Really?
And in the process, you just destroy communities to get that money. And
you pulled families apart.
People don't know that. You have kids in the inner city who are going, yeah, that's my block. Look at my tattoo. I ride for this shit. And their family has no ownership in that neighborhood. And these kids are like going straight to the penitentiary or to the graveyard gladly. And then you have, the other side of people going, we gotta, convict, arrest.
Right,
and then you're like, defund the police, don't defund the police, but, grow the force bigger. And it's just like, nobody's really into solutions in all of this capitalism. Solutions are not always the smartest thing. Like, we're not, as American citizens, we're not really using our intellect for nutrition.
No.
We're not using it for energy. Yeah. It's all about who can make the most money. We're not using it for medicine.
Yep.
Like, it's a lot of knowledge that we are not doing properly. We have it, but we just I'd rather make the money. And I just think as a people, as humans, we'd be better off if we kind of flipped it and kind of.
So what organization are you working with to? Sorry, my brother's getting the dog right now. Sorry, Coda just showed up, so he's barking. So what organizations are you working with right now to help combat that?
it's
there
just a
anything
lot.
in particular, or just a bunch of different
It's a lot. I'm not name dropping.
Okay.
I literally am on the schedule of a handful of different groups that are, I lend my time to speak. I'm very knowledgeable about it. My old friend.
Hi.
I've known that dog since that dog was a puppy.
Here's a puppy. He just got back from daycare. Sorry.
No, I just lend my services, and like I said, if and when I do start something of my own, it's going to be in that space of.
No, that's a beautiful space. It's a terrible space.
I'm very interested in people coming home that were incarcerated, and not like, we always use the word non-violent offenders, like you feel like there's something there. But I think there's a whole group of people who were never given an opportunity.
So you think it's because the private? This is a whole other podcast.
It's just a big picture of stuff.
So you're saying that, which I wasn't aware of this, and I know that Kim Kardashian is really into this as well.
Yes.
But do you think that? So you're saying that the privatized prison system purposely?
Yes.
Really?
They had laws changed to make it easier to put people in prison to fill their prisons so they could.
So
make
the taxpayer money would pay for the.
Yep.
It's slavery part. Slavery part 3. Slavery part 1. We know what that was.
Right.
Part 2.
Right.
Jim Crow.
Wow.
In the South.
Holy fuck.
All the things that would put you in jail for life. Just you're a little black kid in 1920, 30, and they go, "Hey, where you going?" And you're like, "I'm just going to the store." "Where you work at?" "I don't work nowhere. I just work on my family's farm." "Oh, you don't have a job? You're under arrest for just loitering through the streets." What's my sentence?
People.
Life in jail on the chain gang. You know what I mean? And it's been Jim Crow was so many things that put so many people into free labor situations. Free labor, free labor, slavery, free labor, prisons, free labor. It's just free labor. Yeah. Like you get criticized for third world country labor, using third world countries for sweatshops and shit. You get criticized for that, but you don't get criticized for.
Coda, be quiet.
He's complaining with me.
No, I'm like, yeah, he is. He's like,
Liz,
stop telling me what to do.
You get this shit?
You understand this bull crap?
But yeah, you get it. You get the point.
So, okay. So, we wanted our show to really promote a cause that you have a passion for, and that's a significant cause. And it's actually
crazy.
a crime, in my opinion.
So on one end, there's prevention. We don't want to fight the system because the system has been fought. You can read a book called The New Jim Crow.
Yeah. And
the system has been fought in every court in multiple states to the highest court, and there's no more fighting the system. On the one end, you have prevention. That's the younger kids, not allowing them to go in that direction or deterring them from the grave or the prison. But then on the other end, you have the reintegration. Like, some people can become good citizens. They are in a place that they don't want to be, a penitentiary, and it's like you got some real criminals that need to be locked up.
Yeah.
You got a lot of people in there.
There's a lot of people that don't need to be locked up.
Just for one, how many people had to do a lot of time for marijuana?
Yeah, that is such. Yeah, I have friends that spent years behind bars for weed.
Yeah, and it's
now you can smoke legally all you want, and nobody cares.
And it's a lot of people incarcerated that were wrongfully incarcerated. A lot of people incarcerated that they don't even
and they're still incarcerated.
They don't need rehabilitation. They can't wait to get back to society and contribute. And it's just like that, but you don't have a chance. So I'm into what does that look like?
Are you working with any other artists or celebrities doing it, or is it you in general?
Well, it's a lot of people who are
groups
for the cause.
Okay,
I'm more or less for the awareness at this point.
Okay,
and I think that the awareness to for a young kid to know, like, man, if I sit here right now and join this or join that or start doing this or start doing that, I might be good out here for 5 years in the streets being a little thug, but then after that, I got to go spend 25 in jail. And I talked to a guy last night.
So educating the kids on, okay, this is what's wrong with society right now, and you might get stuck in it.
Yeah.
If you don't do this and this and this and this and this.
I saw a guy last night. I was at the concert. He's a young-looking guy.
Yeah.
Just having a good time. He's like, man, I'm just, I just did 22 years. I'm just home. And I'm like, dude, you look young as fuck. You were in jail for 22 years. He's like, yeah, went to jail young. And like,
they just snatched him off the street.
He's like, man, I'm 42. So you went to jail, you're 20 years old, you just got home.
Yeah.
Fuck. Like you're not living your life.
And there's such a different element to your perspective coming from where you came from, that you're a great advocate for that cause, because you come from two spectrums. You come from a great family. You come from good support. You were around a bunch of people that were dealing drugs. You chose the other side, the positive side. So you can actually, and you've gotten through it, but you know that side really well, and you know the system. So keep us posted on how that goes for you. We'd love to actually have you back on to talk about how it's going and what organizations and where people can donate, what people can help you with. On our interview, we're going to be putting links to how people can support or follow your journey on this. Because that's a major cause. That's a blanket cause. That's not just one.
Before you air, I'll call my people and get some specific.
It's some specific links.
Because we do a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't want to just.
No, we absolutely will let you. You have full edit.
I don't want to speak on it. It's two people in particular who I'm aligned with.
Okay.
One has a reintegration program where they have jobs for prisoners who are still locked up with a release date.
Yeah.
And like
a transitional.
When you get out, you'll have a job, and they're training them for that job while they're still incarcerated.
Oh, that's
which I think
cool.
That's great.
That's actually really cool.
And then the city of Oakland, California, is going through a lot of turmoil right now, and there are multiple groups who are trying to save the youth and save the city. And I'm aligning myself with different people. I'm going to an event in a couple of days. It's called Thug Therapy. And
Thug therapy.
Thugs don't have therapists, and they need them, so they get together and they have therapy.
But you think that I don't think they go in as thugs then if they're just picked off the street. I think the prison system probably creates.
Well, thug therapy is not necessarily about convicts. It's about the people who are out right now, who are in this lifestyle in the streets without options. And you saw your homeboy get murdered. You saw your father.
They're running around with this PTSD and they don't even know
you're hurt and you need therapy, and it's just not a inner city community thing to go, man, I need therapy. I'm going to go to my therapist. It's just not. So
no, you're trying to change that narrative.
And it's just, that is a mental health in itself is a new frontier.
Thank you. Mental health, you are.
The way we're all addressing it now is a new frontier. We've all known it. We've all tried to, I'm not saying me or you or anybody, but we've as a society, we try to sweep the crazy people away in, insane asylums.
If you're being crazy,
back
just
in the
ignore
day.
it.
You do
Well, didn't they take pieces of the brain out? They cut it out and then.
That's what they used to do.
It's called lobotomy.
Yeah, you call them freak and stuff and all the stuff back in the day and side shows and freak shows, and it's like, it's just we evolve. So I think that also is prominent in the inner cities right now, like therapy for little kids. Little kids are witnessing violence.
Mental awareness, So that's what I was talking to some of these kind of like, they run certain areas of the world and they get together and they all talk about how they can better society. And I'm thinking to myself, I watched soldiers who go overseas and they come back and they are literally need mental help. It's not physical help. They need mental stability as far as how do they rehabilitate themselves. But then you think about it, these kids are growing up in the same atmosphere and they have just as much PTSD because they're surrounded by just as many guns. How are they getting help? Who's helping them?
Nobody.
Like there's no help with this mental illness right now. And it's not an illness. I don't like to call it illness. I just like to call it like we
have enough wealth to take care of each other, but that's just not the way it goes. It doesn't work like that. So it's not.
But we love you. We take care of, we're just
it's not about that, but it should be. I was going to say that, what if humans were to function like bees or ants?
A hive mind style.
That would be amazing.
Like you can be the richest one, but we just kind of, I don't know. I've heard the long-term socialism outcome is never good. I don't really know the different types of politics, but at the same time, we could eat, we could house, we could, little shit.
I think that's where a lot of people are headed is, okay, well, like the guy from how do you say it? Hermes. He's dying, the older guy, and he left his $11.2 billion to his gardener and $5.7 million in property or whatever. And everyone's saying, well, he should have given it back to society, not just to one guy. But regardless, that type of wealth accumulated from ego, which is wearing Hermes clothes. That's ego. I mean, there's strictly just ego, just like Louis, all the rest of them, right? So that accumulation of wealth. So there's a group of John Paul's involved in it. These really wealthy guys that have vowed. It's called the Give Back Pledge, right? The Giving Pledge to give back. What is it? 50% of their 70% of their entire wealth, or something crazy, to do exactly what you said. So I would love if you could sit down with John Paul and talk about what you're talking about and get him in touch with. And I can't guarantee anything, but I love to connect people. I think that there's so many ways to spread love, and yeah, money's great because it helps the situation,
facilitate
but it's
all that
not
stuff.
What defines us. I know you, Too Short, you've never been defined by your money. You've never ever told me, we wear nice things, but we're not like this. That's not, if I lost my house, I would be okay. I've lived in my car twice. I've been divorced, I don't know how many times, whatever. But I that didn't define me. And
Your stuff doesn't define you.
Stuff doesn't define me. Like when I divorced my ex-husband, I lost my jets and my helicopters and my stunt planes and my mansions and blah, blah, blah. And everyone's like, but you're the same person. Like, I'm like, yeah, because it never defined me. So I think there's a lot of wealthy people right now that made a shit ton of money that are going to do what you're saying to do. So if we could just connect those two people, like the billionaires with the causes that would help the masses, and even if it's just making a dent in our lifetime, making a difference. If I could make a little difference with this show and I could connect one person that changed the lives of a community, or 2 or 10 people, one person to 10 people, that would just be my dream for this podcast, my dream for this show. And I want to get this show picked up by a major network to where we can do this to a mass audience. Because right now, I have 150 subscribers on YouTube, I think. And I've got 100,000 fans. I don't have a lot, but I want these causes to have awareness. And there's no platform right now for that. They've killed them all. So if I could do that and have on the show, you come on with, because even John Paul's like, bring me on to discuss life topics with somebody. You would be the perfect person. So if you would come back and we could have a show with you and John Paul talking about how to help that situation, I would absolutely be honored.
Well, if I was a billionaire, I wouldn't just go around giving people money so that they can have things. I would just go around giving opportunities.
Well, that's exactly what he wants to do. He said, give them tools to farm, teach them to farm, and they will feed themselves. Give them the tools to farm, and they will feed themselves. If you just give them the money, he goes, they'll fail. And I'm a strong believer in that. But besides all the giving back, I love your personality. You're an amazing human being. You have a great soul and a great spirit. I don't think a lot of people get to see this about you. I saw it when I first met you, and you've clearly shown that on the show today. I know that the audience have seen a side of you that they're not used to, and I feel we didn't get a lot of word in. You definitely got the gift of gab.
No, it's good. But it's not. It's more about the him than it is.
He said gift of gab.
Yes.
I know. Gab.
Andrew wore a shirt for you.
I like it. That's an old tour shirt from way back. It's like a 1990s tour shirt.
Is it? Oh my gosh, no.
Well, give a lot of credit to my mother. Rest in peace, Dorothy Shaw. I actually lost my mother on Mother's Day 7 years ago.
Oh.
And as we get to Mother's Day, it does not hurt. It kind of,
it's just the remembrance.
It's just that time, and it was one of her favorite holidays. Yeah. And basically, she gave me all of this good integrity.
Yeah, she did.
And I have a kid in my life right now who not my daughter, but I'm teaching this kid
mentoring
a very specific lesson that I'm like, you have to have this tool in life, and it's called integrity.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just you have to have that. You cannot walk in and out of rooms and not be respected. You just cannot.
Yep.
Well, speaking of integrity, we did have, and non-blinginess and not living life to the brand, we do have some gifts for you today.
We like gifts.
So I'm going to give you some gifts today. I give, during the launch of our podcast, we give gifts. So I have a couple gifts now, a couple funny gifts, but then a couple. So this is a gift just from Andrew and myself. Of course, it's the vodka.
Of course.
Which, by the way, did you know that you're on my vodka bottle? It's
I'm a part
my
of it.
California treasure.
I'm part of it.
Yes, and you own points in the company, so
Okay.
it's amazing. That's just swag,
Accessories.
okay? But I also got you this little something because little
that
something.
like that so we can
I love
see
my
it.
Tiffany, so that's for you there. And I also got you. We just we got your daughter something.
Just what I needed, a Tiffany bracelet. No.
I know. I want you to open that though. I want you to open your gift. Your daughter's you picked out already.
Okay.
I know she'll love it. And then I have a bunch of presents for you today. And then this.
Which one's his? Is his the big one?
Yeah, his is just the big one, but it's
Okay.
a little gift in there. Tiffany decided to give me bigger bags now. The bags used to be this big, Todd. Now they're like this big. They're like, oh yeah, get them on
I
camera.
can say of all my years, I've never received a Tiffany gift.
Oh, for a
Of
podcast?
course, Elizabeth would be the first.
Well, darling, you get one now.
I didn't think they made stuff for boys.
They do. Wait, it's just a little gift, hun. It's not like. I love it.
Okay, yeah. This is what,
Yes, it's a money clip because you saved your pennies.
we love these when there's money already in them.
Well, okay, so one day when my vodka does well, it's doing well now.
I'm like, I love Liz. She gave me a money clip full of money.
Exactly. And then obviously your daughter, we got her a little gift in there, which you have, and then you don't have to open that one, but you already know what it is.
Yes.
But look, he picked a cute little gift for his daughter.
Oh, okay.
You'll see what it is. It's really cool. The guy yesterday.
Where's that from?
How do you?
Remember, we went to Cartier, and the guy was like, "Okay, so this guy picked it out for you."
How do you spell posse?
P-U-S-S-Y.
There you go. I was hoping for the right spelling.
P-O-S-S-I-E.
Just an E.
P-O-S-S-E. It's just a little gift. The gentleman said you'd like it, and I knew you'd like it, but we couldn't figure out.
Nice.
Just a little something extra, just from us, from our family to you. we call it the swag bags.
Liz. Oh yeah, I see what it is already. I like it.
You already know it because I know you wear one, so it's a new one that they just made.
Oh yeah, this is what I always need.
Really? Oh, good. He says you can go to any Cartier and have it. Andrew, you got to see it. That's the same as.
No, yeah,
it's not a watch yet. When I sell the vodka company, I'll get you watches. But
It was a kind of a watch box. I'm like, look at Liz.
no, not yet.
Liz.
The podcast only has like 5,000 views. So one day when we're no, but we want to thank you for coming on today.
Well, thank you. 'Cause I'm leaving with bags. Hey.
Share, and I also have a bottle of vodka for you, and then I have. But no, I want to thank you for coming all the way down here today, and you didn't have to take time out of your day, but to sharing your story. And I just hope that we could share this with youth that can watch it and understand that one decision in your life that you could make could either lead you down the dark road, the wrong side, or the right side of the road. So is there any advice you would give to youth right now if they want to get into music and they want to try and make it?
Well, just in life in general, I really truly believe in the 10,000 hour rule of if you put in the work, you will become an expert. And I think that people look at what those 10,000 hours are to becoming an expert at something is about 8, 9, 10 years of your time dedicated to doing one thing, and whatever that one thing is, if it's music, if it's sports, if it's academics, whatever it is, business, whatever it is, it's worth it. It's really worth it putting in the work. You are thinking, if you are thinking negative at the beginning of this journey, I don't want to go to college. Oh, I don't want to do this internship. I don't want to take this process. I want to get there quicker. It's just not yes. You have to
keep a positive mindset.
So first and foremost, you got to put in all this work. That's what I always tell people in the quick version. Do more work than everybody else that's doing what you do. Just do more, just put in more time, write more songs, do more performances, whatever it is. But the second that you achieve success, whatever you did to get there, double it. work harder.
Yeah.
Yep.
And every
Dedication.
time you set new goals for yourself and you achieve those goals, whether you achieve them or not, you just try.
Yeah.
Get to the point you go, damn, I can't get this one. Or I did get this one. New goals. Instantly, new goals. If you sit at that moment as a rapper, if I got my first nice house, my first nice car, and my first top-notch groupie dick-sucking day and night party,
Like,
and I go,
I made it. Oh wait, I'm broke now.
yeah, and I just go, I made it, and I'm just gonna sit here with fucking blowjobs and video games. It's just
Blowjobs and video games.
It's just not the formula. So I always just say, once you get your foot in the door, work harder.
Yeah. Just keep your foot going.
Just work
keep
harder.
walking straight through that door.
To another door, just go.
I have a special gift for you today that I know those gifts,
More special?
as beautiful as Cartier
More
and Tiffany
special?
and Vargas Vodka is. There's a beautiful artist that I found online. I bought a few pieces of her work, this red artwork that you see back here, the Naked Lady.
Nice.
So she sent me a piece for you, and she also sent me a video for you. So this is her, just so you know. This is from her today. And then Luke's going to go get the gift, and I just want you to press play. This is from Lola, is her name. She's a Miami artist.
What an absolute honor it is to be addressing you today. Elizabeth is by far my favorite collector. So when she told me she was going to gift this to Too Short, I was like, Too Short, Too Short. I love Too Short. I've seen you twice before, once in Dallas and another in Brooklyn. But Elizabeth is an absolute sweetheart, and I hope you love the painting. I really enjoyed making it, and I'm so incredibly happy, and I can't believe it's going to you. So yeah, I hope you love it. Bye.
Dope.
Yeah, okay. Okay, bring it in, Luke. Drum roll, please.
Oh, shit. That's amazing.
That was for
Yeah,
you.
so you can bring-
She commissioned that for, isn't that amazing?
It's going to be.
That's my thank you to you. You could put it in your studio or whatever. You don't even have to put it anywhere, but
bring it
she's
over here.
beautiful.
Yeah, so he can see it.
I have a Vegas house that I'm doing right now.
Oh, I just thought it's just such a beautiful woman that. So I have her. She's the same girl. She's on my wall over here.
Definitely gonna put her in the Vegas house.
Isn't she? Wait, I gotta get a picture real quick. This is absolutely amazing. Okay, wait, Todd, Andrew, look at me.
Dope.
So wait, hold on. I gotta one more. I'm gonna do my own video.
Yeah, it's.
Okay, Lola. Here is Too Short.
Love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
He absolutely loves it. He says he's going to put it in his Vegas house. He'll take some photos of it for you. I'll get you guys connected. Thank you so much for just being a part of this journey, hun. And the art is beautiful that you create. You're a wonderful person, and I love you. Mwah. Thank you. Well, this has been an awesome episode. I hope everybody who's watching the episode has learned a lot today from one of the most fabulous artists that I know and that we've been graced with. Thank you for watching this episode. If you like what you see, you like what you saw, click like, subscribe, follow us, and support us on Patreon. Peace, love, and happiness. Thank you for being here, Todd.
Bitch.